Good morning, Michael Walsh here, Norwal Farm with Roger and Norgel. Pretty much in the summer routine right now. I just shifted the sheep over into this lane. It goes up, and then where those two trees are, that's called the hillside pasture, and they'll be up there a couple of days. Then there's another stretch of lane that will go on up, and we'll shift them up there. And then there's what we call the north field, and it's just about an acre up there, and we'll put them up there. So that's going to be there where they'll be for the next several days, maybe a week or so. And then by that time, hopefully we can shift them back down here where we've clipped, and they'll start the rotation again. We've got to get these in and check their eyelid colors, our Fromage scores. A couple lambs are looking a little, just not quite like they were, so they might be having a touch of worms. So we're going to run everybody through, check the Fromage scores, and we'll deworm selectively the ones that we think need it. So they were just put out here yesterday, and they pretty well cleared this lane out, so I opened up that fence, or that hillside pasture. Finally getting a break in the weather, and they're mowing the hay. Farmer cash rinsed that field, and he's going to mow our field too, and top of his dairy cows. So the first cutting is really mature. We're about 3 weeks late getting it cut, but we've had 6 inches of rain in the last 2 weeks. So we're going to have a dry space of weather here, sunshine, so that's why they're cutting it today. I'm glad to get this done, and we'll bale the second cutting. Up on the hillside pasture where the sheep are and the dogs and Joel, they've been out here a day, so probably be here another day or two. It just depends on how this goes, but I think probably 2 days. And then we'll build a lane from that gate over there on north. It goes, you can see where it's going along the hayfield there, the trees. It goes up and then through those trees, and then there's about a 3/4 of an acre field up there that we'll take them up there, put them up there. And by the time they're done with all that, then it should be long enough that we can start the rotation. Just finished topping the whole pasture. We do this after this whole area has been grazed. Purpose of it is to get off the dead grass, the tall stems. That'll trigger it to go into a vegetative state again, and also we want to clip down the weeds and thistles to prevent them going to seed. So this is all ready for the next time we're going to graze it. This is an area here that I mowed about a week to 10 days ago. It's really high with tansy and a bunch of other weeds, and you can see how we've got the new growth of grass coming up. So as the grass comes up, that competes with the weeds and helps the grass to fill in, makes for a better quality pasture. So that's why we do this, try to improve the pasture. We turned the goats and the rams and the Heidi out this yesterday. It was like this, and as you can see, they've grazed some of it, but they just tramp a lot of it down. It's just too tall for them to really be efficient about it. It's kind of mature too. They're picking through it. So I'm going to try something different. Tonight I mowed a strip all the way across, and I don't have time tonight, but tomorrow I'm going to reset the fence and just move it over and let them graze that strip. That way they won't walk all over it. I'll put it just enough that they can reach over there and graze that down, and we'll see how that works. It's a lot more work, but I'm thinking this that I mowed, they may even eat that too. It's chopped up, but it's better for the hay. We just had so much rain we couldn't make the hay, so now it's hyper mature, and if we don't get it mowed, then it's not going to come back real well. So I'm going to try this strip grazing on what's left here, and we'll see how that works. Hopefully it works out better. I'm going to readjust the fence today. They'll still stay in this paddock. I'm going to mow it down so that it comes back better. And then I've mowed these strips Just guessing how much, but we'll use that white twine. We can just string it back and forth, use 3 strands, and then we'll just shift it over probably once a day, maybe 2. I'm going to see how long it takes them to eat this down, and because otherwise they just mash it down up there and they waste a lot. So I think by strip grazing this, we'll get a lot more utilization from it. Hopefully we get 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. So that'll, extend our pasture and our grazing. So that's the plan. We'll see. I'm going to string this 4-strand super fence 2 over and up, so that way the whole area will be surrounded by that. And then I'm just using a 3-strand poly. That way, if they get through that, they'll still be contained in here at night. So I'm hopeful this will work. And that way, we just have to shift the cross fence once a day, and won't be that much trouble. Got the tape strung. We're going to attempt a 2-wire. It's not that long, and so it's not that much tension on it or weight on it to make it sag. And it's a good opportunity to train them to just 2 strands. Like I said, if they happen to get through that, there's 4 strands around this, so shouldn't be a problem. So we're going to hook it up and let them out and see how it works. Turn them in. And this was my hope. They can graze on that and they won't walk through it and stomp it down. Let's see how long this lasts them, but a lot of good grazing there for them. Heidi likes the taller grass. And there's quite a bit of alfalfa and clover in there. So, see how this works. The rams are also still grazing on that over there. Once we get done with this, I think we'll get a rake or something and try to fluff this up and then mow it off so it comes back better. But we'll see how this works. I'm pleased so far. Just finished mowing the tree line here. Maybe 4 hours. A lot of trimming with all these trees, and got to watch out for rocks, and there's some gullies, but got all that stubble off, and that'll stimulate the grass to regrowth, so we get some more grazing out of this. So really glad they got the hay cut today. So generally they say after the first cutting, you usually make the second cutting in 30 days. So hopefully the weather will cooperate better for us. Pleased with how the goats are grazing that strip. They're still grazing this over here, which is good. There's still plenty of forage over here. But over there, that grazing strip, they're digging down in it pretty well. So I think we'll probably get 2 days out of that. We'll just play it by ear and see how it goes. And I don't know if you can see it, but Callum there is chewing on some foam from the building. It blew out of the dumpster, so I got to go out and take that away from him. But he's entertaining himself. Our Lily update. She's been sporadically spotted in this area and just kind of around this area. So we purchased this new trap. It's 6 feet long and much higher and than the one we had. So we've got it set out here and got both ends wired open. And we'll just start checking it every day, and don't know what's going to eat the food. Something will, probably raccoons. Hopefully we can get her caught, but I don't know. I'm kind of not thinking it's going to happen, but we'll see. Joel enjoying some dessert. Giving him some box elder. Joel's scoping out the tree. He's about to get on his hind legs and grab some leaves, I think. Every time I turn the camera off, he does it. When I turn it on, he doesn't. He's scoping it out. He's got all the low hanging. There he goes. They use their feet to pull the branch down, balance. They just hold it there and he eats the leaves. Charm's coming up to say hello.
Hi, Charm. Hello. Hello. How are you? Come on.
She likes her sheep.
Come on, girl. Come
she respects her goats.
It's a good girl. Come on.
And there's Olive.
Hi, Olive. Hi, Champagne.
And there's Champagne.
Hello, girls.
Olive had to learn how to follow the flock. She's doing better. She wasn't doing that before.
Hi. Hello. 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 Come on. Come on over here. Oh, how are you, girls, huh? How are you, girls?
But beautiful evening tonight. Nice breeze, sunshine. Really pretty to see the rows of the hay since it's been mowed. So I'm so glad they got that done because it's 2 to 3 weeks past due. So glad they got that done.